Hello friends, so in the last video I told you about selecting the category to upload the image or the product and the details about the product in the Firebase. So what we're going to use is the Firebase storage. So before getting started, I just tell you what you have to do is open this build.gradle and write this line in your Gradle. Okay, it's basically to use the firebase storage because we'll have to store the image somewhere. Okay, so first we'll go to the layout. What I've used is an image view, and I've set an image, which basically signifies to upload the image. Once you click this, you will be uploading an image. I'll show the functionality in the class file. Then the three edit text to upload the name and the price and the description of the product, and then the button to add the product. Okay, this is the code for it. Okay, so right here in the class file, what we do is we take the different types of attributes for the product or the image that has to be uploaded for the that we are going to upload in the database to maintain the details in the table. Okay, so there's this category name which will be fetching from the intent that we used in the last video. I told you about the extra part. We pushed a value from there, so we are going to retrieve it here, right here. Okay, description we are going to enter here, then price, then the product name we are going to enter here, and we have to take the current date and the current time for the image. I'll tell about this as we go downwards. Okay, I'll tell you this below. And then there's this button, and then the image view where you are going to click to get the image, then the edit text. Okay, these are basically all the stuff that we are going to require. We are going to require a storage reference for the Firebase, where we are going to store the image, and then we are going to require a database reference to store the details for that image, and as well as the description, price and category name and all that stuff. Okay, this is a new thing, the image URI. I will tell you about as we go forward. It is basically the URL of the image in the database, so user don't have to actually download the image. You can directly access it from the storage, and that's it. Okay, so what we have here is category name. So there we had put in the previous activity, we had put the put extra in the intent. Okay, here we are getting that extra which have the value category, and the name of it will be in this. Okay, so if we have clicked on the paintings, it will be paintings, and all that. Then sculpture, it will be sculpture here. Okay, it basically is to fetch the activity. Not activity, sorry. It is basically to fetch the category name. Okay, then the product image reference. What we have to do is use firebase storage. So firebase storage get instance, and then we have to create a folder in the storage named as product image, and we'll put all the images that we upload in this folder. Okay, then the firebase database instance for the node of products, where we are going to store in the table all the contents like the description, the price and all. Okay, so this is the button to add the product, and then this is the image we are going to upload, and these are the edit text, 3 edit text that we are using in this. Okay, so what happens here is once you click on the input image, that is, I'll just show you. When we log in as admin, sorry, I didn't check it as admin, so no, so like when you select this, so when you click on this, this is basically the input product image. Okay, when you click this, it opens the gallery and all the files in it. So what we have to do is, on this click, we have to open gallery, as simple as that. And then what you have to do is, when we click on this button now, the add product button, which is this one right here, it shall validate the product data. So first I'll tell you about the open gallery. What open gallery does is, this is the, we create an intent to open the gallery, then by this command we actually open the gallery, and then we have to set the type of the file that we are going to select, and the gallery must show. So it will show only the images file and not all the files in the phone storage. Okay, and then we have to like select how many that gallery intent type of file you want to select, and this is gallery pick. We have hard coded it as 1. Okay, so we are only going to select one image. And then what happens here is, when the request code the gallery pick and the result is okay, you have to generate a image URI. Image URI is basically the address for the image. Okay, so we have to get an URI from the storage, and then we have to like assign it to the product image. Okay, so it is basically the link for the image that we are storing in the database. It is we retrieve it from the firebase, gives this links to us so that we can enter it into the table and then reference it. So while fetching, we get this image URI, and then we load the image by actually going to that URI or URL, you can say. Okay, so secondly, when we click the add new product button, then we have to validate the product data. So the product data is description, price, and the name. You have to like put it in this variables from these text, edit text. Okay, then if there is any error, if they are empty, then you have to show a toast message specifying whatever is the problem. And then if there is no error, you have to send the admin to this. We move to this method. Okay, so in this method, what happens is, it basically used to store the product information. So how we do it actually is, first we have to create a calendar instance. Okay, so I'll tell you what we have to do is, for storing each image in each table, you have to have a primary key. Okay, so in the user table, you were having the phone number as a primary key because that was a unique part of it, and then in the admin table also, you were using the phone number as it was unique. So here two products can have the same name. Okay, so what you have to do is, you have to just take the current date and the current time, so that when we have this date and time, we can merge that together. It will always be unique, and then you can associate it with the image, and then it will be unique. Okay, so what you have to do here, so basically we'll be generating a random key. This random key will contain the date and the time. It will always be unique, okay, because you cannot simultaneously upload two images. Okay, so it will always be unique, and this will be the primary key for the table. Okay, so what we have to do is create a storage reference, say file path, and then you have to like get the image URI, and on that image URI you have to store the, basically this, what it does is generates the address for the file. The name of the product image will be this random key, okay, and then .jpg, and then upload task is basically used to put that file on the firebase. How we upload it is, so to upload is, what we do, we take this file path. Okay, this file path is basically the path in the phone. Okay, and then we put that file on that image URI that we have generated, that we have got from the firebase. Okay, here above I told you about the image URI here. Okay, we generated the image URI here, and then we upload it to this image URI. Then if there is a failure, we have to show the error message, whatever the error is. Okay, and if there is the success, if it's uploaded successfully, we have to show the message that the product has been uploaded successfully. Okay, and then you have to use this part. It is basically to generate the address, and actually it is to put the image on the storage, okay, the specified address. If that task, here we generated that task, okay, upload task. So if that task is fail, it's not successful, okay, not success. So we have to throw an exception. Then basically we have to download the URL. Okay, here what we have to do, when the task is complete, you have to just download the URL and get the image. Okay, and this is the URL where it will basically just fetch the image and check for actually loading it in the home activity of the user. So we actually take the URL and run it and see if the image is being retrieved correctly. Okay, if the URL that we used is working, what we have to do is save all the information to the database. Okay, so save all the information to database. What we do here is we use the hash map again to upload the information. So we have to put all these things that we have to store. Okay, the random key, which is basically the date and the time of the upload, and then the date, then the time, the description of the product, the image. We cannot store the image in the table, so we store the URL which we got after uploading it. We got the URL right right here we got the URL. Okay, if it is success, we get the URL. Okay, so this is URL, we have to store it. So we'll use this URL to display it in the home activity. Then the category we have fetched from the previous activity, and then the price and the name we have uploaded. Okay, so this is the database reference. You have to just, and the unique part, the primary key in this table is this right here, the random key, which is date and time. And then what we have to do is, after we have to put it in database. Okay, all these things, and then after it is successful, we have to show the message that it is successful, and we have to send the user from this to the previous activity. After adding it, for selecting the category again, if he wants to upload the next image or the next product information. If it's not successful, you have to just throw an exception, basically get the exception message and tell the user what is the error by showing the toast. Okay, so that's it for this video. I'll just show you how this works. I don't have any image in here in the emulator. So basically you select an image here, then what you do is you write the name, the description and the price, and then you click add. We have not entered anything, so it is telling us to enter, and then it will basically, after adding this, on successful addition of all the things, we can just go, we will just be put on this activity. I'll show you the firebase database. Okay, I've added some products from my phone. So basically this is the products, this is the unique identifier, the name and the date and the time. Okay, and then these are the products, the category painting, and then the description, the date, the time, the price for it, the product name for it. Okay, where it is actually stored is, okay, 1 second, I forgot to show you something. So this link right here, what you can do is you can paste this link and see if the image actually loads up. Okay, this is the image right here. Okay, so this is the URL that we are fetching and storing it here. This image right here is from the storage. In the storage we have created the folder called the product images. Okay, this folder, in this folder, this painting, see, this is the image right here, you can see it here. Okay, so we are fetching it from there to here. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.